Hello and welcome back to Dream Room, the place where we turn ordinary corners of the home into spaces that feel warmer, more beautiful, and more truly yours. If you are someone who loves rearranging a small bedroom until it feels calmer, styling a bathroom shelf with simple natural touches, refreshing a home office so it feels more inspiring, or bringing charm into a patio, garden path, or front yard without spending a fortune, then today's video is made especially for you. Because there is one outdoor space many homeowners overlook, even though it shapes the very first impression of the entire house: the driveway. Most people see it only as a place for cars, a plain strip of concrete, a practical necessity, but with the right plants, borders, lighting, textures, and a few thoughtful DIY ideas, that same driveway can become a welcoming entrance, a soft transition between the street and your home, and one of the most eye-catching features of your front yard. And here's the exciting part. You do not need a huge property, expensive landscaping crews, or complicated construction. Whether your driveway is short and narrow, long and open, bordered by grass, squeezed beside a wall, or sitting in front of a compact home, there are beautiful ways to make it feel intentional, stylish, and full of personality. In this video, I will walk you through 8 of the most inspiring driveway landscaping ideas selected from over 100 possibilities. Ideas that are practical, visually rich, and perfect for anyone who enjoys decorating with natural materials, easy-to-find elements, and creative details that make a home feel lovingly cared for. So stay with me until the end, because one of the final ideas may completely change how you see the entrance to your home. And before we begin, make sure to subscribe to Dream Room for more cozy home styling, small space decorating, garden inspiration, and beautiful DIY ideas you can truly use. 1. Create a strong first impression with a beautiful driveway entrance. The very first part of driveway landscaping begins exactly where your home begins to speak: the entrance. Before guests notice your porch, your windows, or even your garden beds, they see the driveway opening from the street. And if that entrance feels empty, uneven, or forgotten, the whole front yard can seem less cared for than it truly is. But when you frame that space with intention, everything changes. Imagine 2 elegant planters standing on either side of the driveway, filled with upright grasses, soft trailing greenery, and seasonal flowers that gently spill over the edges. Or perhaps a pair of low-flowering shrubs, simple stone markers, or a curved planting bed that makes the entrance feel warm and thoughtfully designed. These details act almost like a welcome sign without using a single word. For viewers who love decorating small spaces inside the home, think of this as styling the front door of your landscape. Just as a bedside table feels better with a lamp, a book, and one personal touch, a driveway entrance feels more complete when it has structure, softness, and a clear sense of arrival. If your home has a cottage feel, choose loose blooming flowers, lavender tones, and natural stone. If your style leans modern, keep the look cleaner with symmetrical planters, clipped greenery, and simple gravel beds. For a farmhouse-inspired front yard, reclaimed brick edging, herbs, and weathered wood accents can create a charming, lived-in warmth. The goal is not to overcrowd the entrance. It is to make people feel from the very first glance that this home has been loved, shaped, and cared for with purpose. 2. Use the 3-layer planning formula for a full, designer-looking border. One of the biggest reasons a driveway border looks unfinished is not because it lacks plants, but because everything sits at the same height. A few small flowers placed in a straight line may add color, but they rarely create the rich, welcoming look people admire in beautifully designed front yards. That is why the 3-layer planting formula works so well. Start with a low front layer closest to the driveway. This is where creeping thyme, sedum, dwarf mondo grass, or compact ornamental grasses can soften the hard pavement without blocking the view. These plants make the edge feel natural instead of abrupt. Behind them, build a middle layer with flowering perennials, fragrant herbs, or small shrubs. Lavender, salvia, catmint, rosemary, or dwarf hydrangeas can bring shape, movement, and seasonal color. This is often the layer that gives the border its personality. Finally, add a back layer with taller shrubs, upright grasses, columnar evergreens, or a compact ornamental tree where space allows. This creates depth and makes the planting feel intentional rather than flat. For viewers who enjoy styling a small room, think of this like arranging a beautiful shelf. You do not place every object at the same height. You create balance with tall pieces, medium accents, and lower details. Landscaping follows the same principle. A layered driveway border looks fuller, more polished, and more expensive, even when the plants themselves are simple and affordable. It also helps small outdoor spaces feel more complete because every inch has a visual purpose. 3. Design around the shape of the driveway, straight, curved, or narrow. A beautiful driveway landscape should never fight against the shape of the space. It should follow it, soften it, and make it feel more natural. That is why one of the smartest design decisions you can make is to look closely at whether your driveway is straight, curved, or narrow before choosing the layout. If your driveway is straight, repetition is your best friend. Repeating the same shrubs, grasses, flowers, or lights at even intervals creates a calm rhythm that guides the eye toward the home. This works especially well for viewers who enjoy neat, balanced arrangements in their interiors, because the outdoor space gains that same feeling of order and intention. If your driveway is curved, let the curve become the feature. The inner bend naturally draws attention, making it the perfect place for an ornamental tree, a rounded flower bed, a cluster of sculptural grasses, or a carefully placed stone accent. The outer edge can stay lower and softer, allowing the driveway to feel open instead of crowded. For a narrow driveway, the goal is to add beauty without stealing usable space. Slim planting strips, upright grasses, compact shrubs, and vertical greenery along a fence or wall can make the area feel lush without becoming impractical. Even a very small border can look polished when every plant is selected with scale in mind. When the landscaping follows the driveway's natural lines, the entire front yard begins to feel more connected. Instead of looking like separate pieces, the pavement, plants, and home work together as one welcoming composition. 4. Add natural edging and hardscape materials to make the landscape look polished. Plants bring softness and life to a driveway, but edging and hardscape are what make the entire design feel finished. Without a clear border, even beautiful flowers and shrubs can look scattered. With the right materials, the driveway suddenly feels cleaner, more intentional, and much more refined. Natural stone is one of the most timeless choices. It adds warmth, texture, and a grounded feeling that works beautifully with gardens, cottage homes, and front yards that lean toward a relaxed, organic style. Reclaimed brick offers a different kind of charm. It feels classic, welcoming, and slightly nostalgic, especially when paired with flowering borders or soft green foliage. For homeowners who prefer a cleaner and more low-maintenance look, decorative gravel or river rock can define the planting bed while adding contrast around plants. These materials are especially useful in spaces where you want a tidy finish without constant upkeep. Timber edging or rustic log borders can also bring a simple farmhouse character that feels natural and approachable. Raised beds are another practical option, especially when the soil beside the driveway is compacted, poor, or difficult to plant. They create stronger visual structure, improve the growing space for flowers and shrubs, and make the landscape feel more layered. For viewers who enjoy decorating with natural, affordable, and easy-to-find materials, this is where driveway landscaping becomes especially rewarding. A simple stone edge, a line of old bricks, or a textured gravel bed can completely change how the front yard feels. Hardscape may not bloom, but it gives every plant around it a more polished place to shine. 5. Use containers, vertical plants, and climbers for small front yards. Not every home has a wide planting strip beside the driveway. Some viewers are working with a narrow entrance, a compact front yard, a paved edge, or a driveway that sits very close to a wall or fence. But limited space does not mean limited beauty. It simply means the design needs to become smarter. This is where containers, vertical plants, and climbers can make a remarkable difference. Large decorative pots placed near the driveway entrance can create an instant focal point without requiring any digging at all. A tall central plant gives height, Medium flowers add color, and trailing greenery softens the edges. This layered container style works beautifully for people who enjoy refreshing their spaces seasonally because the arrangement can change throughout the year. Tall, narrow plants are also incredibly useful in small front yards. Columnar evergreens, upright ornamental grasses, or slim shrubs bring structure without spreading too far into the driveway. They help the space feel elegant and organized while preserving room to walk and park comfortably. If there is a fence, trellis, or exterior wall nearby, climbing plants can add lushness without taking up valuable ground space. Clematis, climbing jasmine, or other flowering vines create vertical interest and soften hard surfaces beautifully. For homeowners who love styling small bedrooms, compact home offices, or tiny garden corners, the principle is very familiar. When floor space is limited, use height wisely. A driveway border follows the same rule. By growing upward, layering containers, and choosing plants with a narrow footprint, even the smallest front entrance can feel charming, complete, and thoughtfully designed. 6. Make the driveway feel warm and expensive with outdoor lighting. A driveway landscape should not disappear the moment the sun goes down. In fact, evening lighting is one of the easiest ways to make a front yard feel warmer, safer, and far more polished without changing the entire layout. For homeowners who love creating cozy corners indoors with soft lamps, warm tones, and layered atmosphere, outdoor lighting works in much the same way. It turns a practical space into an inviting experience. Solar path lights are one of the simplest options. Placed along the driveway border at steady intervals, they gently define the edge, guide the eye toward the home, and make the entrance feel cared for after dark. They are especially helpful for viewers who want a DIY upgrade that does not require complicated wiring. Uplighting creates a more dramatic effect. A small light placed at the base of an ornamental tree, tall grass, or textured shrub can reveal shape and movement that go unnoticed during the day. It adds depth and makes even a simple planting bed feel more elegant. For a clean, modern front yard, bollard lights offer a structured look while softly illuminating the driveway edge. If the driveway runs beside a fence, trellis, or garden wall, warm string lights can bring a gentle, welcoming glow that feels relaxed and charming. The key is not to overlight the space, but to create layers of softness. A few thoughtful lights can highlight plants, improve visibility, and give the entire front yard a more finished appearance. When designed well, driveway lighting does more than help people see where they are walking. It changes the mood of the home itself, making the entrance feel calm, stylish, and beautifully welcoming every evening. 7. Choose low-maintenance, water-wise plants that stay beautiful longer. A driveway border should make your home feel more beautiful, not give you another exhausting task to manage every week. That is why choosing low-maintenance, water-wise plants is one of the smartest decisions in the entire design process. Before selecting anything, look carefully at the conditions beside your driveway. Does the area receive strong afternoon sun? Does rainwater drain quickly? Or does the soil stay damp? Is the strip narrow and heat reflective because of nearby pavement? Plants that match these real conditions will grow more naturally, need less attention, and stay attractive for much longer. Ornamental grasses are excellent for adding movement and texture with very little upkeep. Drought-tolerant perennials can provide lasting color in sunny areas without constant watering. Evergreen shrubs help the border feel structured in every season, while ground covers fill empty spaces, suppress weeds, and reduce the need for repeated maintenance. Mulch also plays an important role. A clean layer around your plants helps retain soil moisture, regulate temperature, and keep the border looking tidy. For homeowners who want an easier routine, drip irrigation or targeted watering can deliver moisture directly where it is needed instead of wasting water on pavement or bare ground. It is also important to avoid plants that grow too large, spill into the driveway, or block sight lines near the street. A beautiful layout should remain practical as it matures. For viewers who enjoy creating a cozy home but do not want every beautiful project to become high maintenance, this approach matters. A driveway landscape feels truly successful when it stays graceful, manageable, and welcoming through everyday life. 8. Refresh the driveway through the seasons with simple, affordable updates. A beautiful driveway should not look inviting for only one short moment of the year. With a thoughtful foundation and a few seasonal changes, it can stay fresh, expressive, and welcoming from spring through winter. In spring, focus on renewal. Add a clean layer of mulch, tidy the bed edges, and introduce early color with bulbs or cool season flowers. This is the perfect time to refresh the border and bring the front yard back to life after colder months. In summer, the driveway landscape can feel fuller and more vibrant. Flowering perennials, ornamental grasses, and heat-loving plants create a richer display, while herbs mixed into the planting border can add both beauty and a practical touch. The goal is to keep the space colorful without making it feel crowded. As autumn arrives, the mood becomes warmer and more textured. Grasses take on golden tones, late-season flowers continue the display, and simple accents like mums, natural branches, or seasonal decorations near the entrance can make the front yard feel especially welcoming. In winter, structure becomes the star. Evergreens, berries, shaped shrubs, and outdoor lighting help the driveway retain presence even when many flowers have faded. A well-planned border still feels intentional because the bones of the design remain strong. For viewers who love refreshing their rooms with small decor changes throughout the year, this same idea works beautifully outdoors. Build a permanent foundation, then add gentle, seasonal accents. That way the driveway never feels neglected and the front of the home continues to reflect care, warmth, and creativity in every season. Conclusion. Curb appeal, warm welcome, lasting beauty. A driveway may begin as a purely practical part of the home, but with the right landscaping choices, it can become so much more. It can frame the front yard, soften hard pavement, guide the eye toward the entrance, and create a welcoming first impression that feels thoughtful before anyone even reaches the door. Today we explored how a strong entrance, layered planting, driveway-shaped layouts, natural edging, vertical solutions for small spaces, outdoor lighting, low-maintenance greenery, and seasonal updates can completely change the character of this often overlooked area. And the most encouraging part is that none of these ideas require a massive budget or a professional team. With patience, simple materials, and a clear plan, even a modest driveway can feel polished, charming, and deeply personal. For those of you who love decorating cozy bedrooms, refreshing a home office, arranging a small patio, or bringing natural beauty into your garden with easy-to-find materials, driveway landscaping is simply another way to express that same creativity outdoors. It is about making every corner of your home feel cared for, connected, and inspiring to return to. Now, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Which driveway landscaping idea would you try first? Layered planting, warm lighting, container displays, or natural stone edging? Share your favorite below because your ideas may inspire someone else in our Dream Room community. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and follow Dream Room for more beautiful home decor show inspiration, small space styling ideas, garden transformations, and practical DIY projects that help your home feel warmer, more creative, and truly your own.